Hello everyone, this is Dawn of Spirit and I'm here to do the weekly tarot card reading that will be starting on July 17 or 18. Oh wow. I think, let's see, Monday is the 18th. So this will start on Monday the 18th. So I went ahead and shuffled the cards and got them so we wouldn't have to do that. And I just asked for some guidance, overall picture of what to expect this week, what aspects that we need to be in tune to make the most out of it and stay on our correct path. And let the sirens go by. Okay, so our first card for Monday, Tuesday is Strength. So this is Major Arcana card. This is, to me, it's a very nurturing, very loving card. Of course, you have the woman who, of course, is in white, so she's pure intentions. She's got the infinity symbol, which to me, when you think about nurturing, kind of deals with that unconditional, that confident, unconditional nurturing. And she's taking care of the lion, which the lion is all about strength and courage and that animal power. And she's embracing that. She's loving and nurturing that. So this one is about nurturing that part of yourself, your inner self that gives you the strength to carry forward. It's about nurturing that, congratulating yourself, feeling very confident. I've recently been doing some more learning, I guess, and I come across something where they said this card, they thought of it as a triumphant ending as far as you're in tune with your whole self. So your inner and your outer is aligned. You've reached that level of comfort as the whole, mind, body, spirit. And so it's like you're ending that cycle of not knowing. So you're walking into that ultimate strength that comes when you can combine all three of those aspects successfully. So it's an ending, but it's that ending to that old you. And so now you've got this new you that's full of power, full of strength, full of courage, and you're going to confidently go to the next part, the next adventure kind of thing. So that's a good start to the week. So you've been doing the work, you've been putting in some effort, some work, and you're growing, and it's time to recognize that. Recognize your strength and your confidence that's come, and accept that as you move, maybe, in that strength, and you're able to walk the walk and talk the talk and move into the next aspect of your growth. So I think that's a very interesting part and beginning of our week there. And I think it's important to continue to nurture that, continue to grow that solidity of your aspects of yourself, and that'll continue to grow your courage and your strength. Okay, let's see what the middle of the week is. Death. So death is not a literal death. It's more of a, ceremonial death. So this is interesting to come after the strength. And what I was saying about that, about it being a kind of an ending, that you're finishing that aspect where you didn't believe in yourself, you weren't confident, and so now you're confident, you're gonna walk in strength. And so the death is usually some sort of change. So it's the end of something, or you're letting go of something. It's like a rebirth. You know, with death, there's a rebirth. You know, um, it's that ending and becoming self-aware and growing. You know, it's like you know, it's just a cycle of life that you shed what you no longer need, and you step into the new, and you step into kind of a rebirth of self. You know, a cocoon and a butterfly. You know, it's just your constant evolution of yourself. So the death is really more about that kind of thing, more about that rebirth and that letting go of the old and embracing the new. You know, change is coming, change, and that's scary, but you know, we need to embrace it and trust that we're changing for the better. So I think that's interesting that we get those two cards together. So, you know, if you've been putting in some work and growing and your strength and your confidence, and it's going to pay off because now you're leading into something new and exciting. You're ending the old and entering into the new, which is a little scary, but now you're going to have the strength to embrace that and really enjoy it, you know, because nothing comes to you until you're ready for it. So now that you're ready, the change can happen. So it's just all about the timing of it. So that's, yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay. Let's see what the last card for the last week. Another Arcana card. Okay, so we got the Hanged Man. So we have 3 major Arcanas. So the Hanged Man is about new perspectives, enlightenment, surrender. You know, you're continuing to surrender. That metamorphosis, that kind of, you know, it's kind of that's just the direction we're going this week. Because the Hangman is all about changing your perspective. You know, sometimes things get upside down and it gets a little scary, but when you take a look around, it's really, that gives you a new aspect, a new thought process, a new way of thinking and doing, and you have to surrender to that new. You know, this is the ultimate surrender, the ultimate metamorphosis that's going to come after the death. So this is so wild that we got those 3 together. So, you know, when you look at the 3 of these together, so you're walking in your newfound strength and your newfound courage and your newfound confidence, and you're walking into, you know, you're walking toward, and the death tells us that there's something new coming. You know, there's an ending, and with every end, there's a new beginning. So it's coming to you, and there's going to be the change. There's going to be that rebirth, and you're going to be self-aware now of that and able to truly embrace it and truly embrace it. And so then the Hangman is like, you just need to surrender to it. You need to go full in, enjoy it, and live in your new path. I'm trying to see if there's anything else. When you look at the strength and the death, It's different leaves. They're not the same leaves, but they're similar, like at first glance. She's got a head and around her waist, and then what's on the cross there. And that's another, like new growth. Whereas here in the middle with the death, it's all like dead. So I think it's interesting that we're flanked with that new growth and that new fertile environment. And that's what's going to happen with change, is you're going to change and you're going to grow and you're going to evolve. The sun with the death and what's the light around his head, the rays are very similar to that like dawn of change, of new, and then his is the enlightenment that you get. So those are very similar. So they're connected. So the change is definitely going to bring about that new perspective and that enlightenment for you. I don't really notice anything else. So yeah, I think it's just going to be a week of a great growth, a lot of growth. It might be a little bit difficult, in the middle of the week, with that major change. It might get a little hard, but just remember that on the other side of that is the reward and the new and the goodness is going to come after the change. Okay, so that'll be your weekly reading, and let me know if you have any comments, and I hope you have a good week, and I will see you next time. Thank you.